Okay, we have Brock, and he wants to go straight to questions. We'll start right here in the front row.
Chris Farblin, KSU 81 FM. Brock, you're going to have some changes this offseason in the offense. Of course, offensive coordinator going from Todd Monken, he's off the NFL, to Mike Bobo. And of course, quarterback Stetson's out, and you have Beck, you have Vandegrift, Stockton. I was going to ask, how seamless has the transition been from one offensive coordinator to the other? And also, what's your chemistry been like with Carson Beck?
Yeah, it was pretty seamless because Bobo was there last year in the tight end room actually helping out and just being that offense kind of quality control assistant kind of role. And so everyone kind of was used to him. And, everyone really likes him. So it's been pretty seamless transition. And then my relation with Carson Beck is actually really good. We've been locker buddies, I guess. Like, we're right next to each other in the locker room every day. And he's been doing really good. And so, we've been around each other the last 2 years, so it's been pretty easy.
Right side, second row.
Hey, Brock. Clint Schweitzer, Starcade Media. There are several NFL tight ends that are tremendous at the top of their game right now. Is there a player or a few that you kind of emulate your game after that you admire? Obviously, Travis Kelce does his tight end U right here in Nashville, or are there others for you?
Yeah, I think Travis Kelce and George Kittle both do a great job, and I just try to take what I can from them, and they're awesome. So.
On the aisle here.
Joe Cook, Inside Texas. A.D. Mitchell obviously transferred to Texas. What did he bring? What did you see from him when you were a teammate with A.D.?
Yeah, A.D. was a beast. He was one of the twitchiest dudes I've ever seen. He'd take one step and be the opposite direction and at full speed. And he's just an impressive player, and I'm just hoping for the best for him at Texas.
Right side, third row.
Hey, Ben Bobick, Local 3 News in Chattanooga. You've been around the program the last few years, but so is a guy like Ladd McConkey in the wide receiver and tight ends room. How important is it having a guy like Ladd who's worked his butt off to get where he is, like you guys, but also just as a leader in the program, in the wide receiver and tight ends room, but also the team as a whole?
You said, what is it? Can you repeat that, please?
Yeah, no problem. Having Ladd McConkey in the wide receiver and tight ends room as a leader, and what's it mean for the younger guys and obviously as the team as a whole?
Oh, yeah, he's an awesome leader. He's kind of like me, he kind of leads by example, and he does a really good job at it. And he just comes in with a positive mindset and a smile on his face every day. So I feel like that kind of brings the whole team's vibe up a little bit, and he just does everything right. So.
On the aisle, third row.
Yeah, Sam Penny, Channel 9 in Chattanooga. You guys have seemed to build a lot of talent in that tight end room. Obviously, you had Darnell going to the NFL last year. Yourself, you're one of the top tight ends in the country. You got Pierce and Lawson coming in as well. You're kind of building tight end university there. What's it like in Georgia that's really allowing you guys to grow and develop to be the best versions of yourselves you can be?
I think a big thing it has to do with is Coach Smart and his staff, and especially Coach Hartley, who coaches the tight ends. And he's a great football coach, as well as coaching us off the field and trying to have us be the best version of us that we can, and be a great father, friend, and just kind of everything off the field too.
Left side, fourth row.
Tyler Shaw with KBTX and College Station. What are some of the challenges of getting to and winning a national championship? And then what do you anticipate are going to be some of the hurdles you guys will go through, going for a third one this year?
Yeah, I think Coach Smart talked about it a little earlier, but it's kind of like the whole thing that better never rests, and we're trying to battle complacency. And coming off of 2 national championships, we're just trying to stay hungry and be the best we can be every single day. And I feel like we've been doing a pretty good job at that, and we just got to keep it going throughout fall camp and into the season.
Right side.
Noah Groniger, Starcade Media. What makes Georgia, Athens, Sanford Stadium a special place and atmosphere within the SEC?
I think it's so special just because of our fans. They're we have our national championship parade. It was freezing the first year, and they packed out the stadium. They were all lined up on the streets, just cheering us on, and they just have a huge commitment to us, and the community does too. And yeah, it's just awesome to see.
Left side, second row.
Hey, Brock. Jeff Spiegel, ABC 3340 in Birmingham. One of the hurdles, I guess, in repeating as a champion or winning a championship is blocking out the outside noise. There's been a lot of that since you guys won the most recent championship. How's the team handling that, and what can you say about the program in terms of accountability and discipline?
Yeah, I think we have a very strong culture in the among players and coaches and everything, and we've had numerous meetings about just what we can do better on and off the field, and I think we've done a pretty good job at blocking out the outside noise and focusing on ourselves and focusing on the stuff that we can get better at personally.
Front row.
Hey, Brock, good to see you again.
Yes, sir.
AP Stedham, AP and Kelly, as we see at syndicated radio. Brock, what are some of the hurdles you're trying to jump this year to be better? You know, you've done so many things in your career right now, winning championships and accolades and things. What are you trying to do this coming year?
One of the things I'm trying to do better at is be a better leader, because now I'm the old guy in the room somehow, and I feel like time flew by, and I feel like just yesterday I was sitting in the same seat as those freshmen, and it's a little nerve-wracking, but for those guys, and I'm just trying to help them the best I can and lead by example, and I guess just maybe try to be a better vocal leader and say something when something needs to be said.
Last two questions over here, and then pass the microphone to your right, please.
Brock, Ben Bobick, Local 3 in Chattanooga again, man. Last year, it seemed like the team took on that mantra of being the hunters. Is that something that's carried over to this year, or is it something new that you guys are sort of adopting within the team?
Yeah, I mean, that carries over. Obviously, we always want to be on the hunt and never be hunted, but also, like I said, better never rest. So just got to keep getting better every day, because if we're not getting better, we're getting worse, and everyone's trying to catch up to us. So,
Final question. Okay.
Yeah, Brock, I asked Kamari this earlier as well. Obviously, you're switching offensive coordinators this year as well. What have the changes been like there? Do you feel like it's business as normal? Is it exciting going into this year?
about the offense coordinators, you said?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Coach Bobo was in the tight end room last year, so it was an easy transition, and he brings a lot of the same offensive stuff to the table as Coach Monken did, and so he'll be throwing a few wrinkles here and there, but it'll all be same players, and just got to do the same thing.
Thanks very much, Brock. Good luck.
Thank you.